Here is my 2007 F350, and being I think that's what they call a fleet truck, it's got the bench seat in the front as well as the back. And let's go take a look. I found some seats on the Facebook Marketplace, and we're going to see the electrical wiring and all of that, and all. But anyway, stand by. Here are the brackets, the pieces of metal left over on the 2017 bucket seats I put in the 2007 F350. These were on the bottom, and I cut it off flush with the bottom rail with a reciprocating sawzall, if you will. Cut those off. These are the brackets that originally come with the original bench seat. I bought another bench seat just for the brackets, and that was 20 bucks. But I used a sawzall to cut right along that made the bottom part that bolts in the floor flat. Let's go look at the seat. All right. So here you can see the holes are already in the cab, in the chassis, that you can bolt these through. You can see where I cut these flush. I went to Tractor Supply and found this strapping. Right here was on the seat is where I cut off the brackets, but there were already holes here. This is the ground strap, and you'll see which wire is the positive wire, but it's a little bit wider. So a 72-inch steel strap, you cut it, what is that, 18 inches. You'll come up with 4 to do both seats, and then use the this existing hole that was over here, bolted it to the frame right to the bracket. Then I put this bolt to hang on to the bracket, and then the steel strap is hanging onto this end. Let's see if we can see the very back of this. I'm really happy with bucket seats going from the bench. Well, you can kind of see where the holes was at back here, and there's. Okay, so this is a work truck. You can see I've been doing some plumbing, electrical work, but here's the back brackets, 2017 bucket seats, electric. I don't know what else to tell you about the seats. There's where it bolts directly on the bottom bracket that I shaved off flush. This is the other side where you set a grade 8 bolt here and then fasten with grade 8 bolts there, not knowing how in a crash what to expect. It already had the seat belt clip on the seat. So I used the existing one that's already fastened to it. But as you can see in the back seat, I just took the front bench seat, moved it to the back with the headrest, and then of course it still has the seat adjustment, so you could slide it forward and backwards and recline this. So if somebody wants to recline in the back seat. Now my only other challenge was looking for a console for $400 delivered. I got this. It's made by Tuffy. It's lockable. I've got my 2-meter radio in it. The cup holders. I've got a set of cup holders coming for the back. Then on the back side, I went ahead and added some plugs, 12-volt outlet, So passengers are in the back seat, or USB if I need to charge a phone or anything, heavy gauge wire to make all of that work. And then when the other cup holder comes in, it'll fit right down in this area, just like the one in the front. But Tuffy makes a pretty good heavy duty product. And like I said, I was looking for a console, and this is what I ended up coming up with instead of using a jump seat. Looking at all of these wires, I'm seeing wires I think are for a heated seat. I see some wires running to the back side. I wonder if that, I am thinking that this wire harness, it shows its side impact airbag. So I'm wondering if that's the airbag one. But as I already stated in the other, I'm going to undo all of this harness, unwrap it, find out which wires run where. That way, I was told this come out of a 2017 I don't know if it was a 250 or 350, but we're going to check out all the colors, figure out how to make this truck work in a truck that does not have electric seats. And this being a 2017, my truck's a 2007, so there's a 10 years difference right there. So we'll just get started. And I found this tool off of Amazon, come with the grommet plug kits, these outfits here, and I think I gave $10 delivered for it, but it's been really handy in all the work that I do around the house with these type of plugs. Going to this motor right here. This plug was plugged into the seatbelt buzzer. Okay, so we're going to stop right there and then start unwrapping everything. Okay, so here's my first discovery in unwrapping the wires. Let's see if we can find the seat belt. This is the seat belt connector. Okay, the seat belt connector. Coming to this plug, the green wire going to the black wire in the plug. Now there's two black wires, but this one's got a blue stripe on it. So now I know that the seat belt buzzer that is this green with a blue stripe and an all black wire. So I'm going to unplug that and set this plug aside, because I'll go ahead and hook up to my seat belt so it chimes and all that. Just try to keep it as original as possible. All right. Moving right along to find out where the rest of these wires go. Okay, looking like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a 9 plug, and I'm looking at this purple wire. It's got a gray stripe, a yellow wire with orange stripes, and it looks like it goes to this plug here, and I really believe that is a it belongs to the airbag. The two green wires runs to this motor here. I'm going to get to this blue wire and a white wire with a purple stripe. That runs to this motor here. Okay. So stand by and I'll get some more of this undone. Okay, let me show you what I have done. The purple wire with the red line and the black wire works the motors. And I believe these three wires and these three wires, this one is a ground, but these three wires plug into the back for the heated seat. These three wires run to this wire to the bottom of the seat. I'm not sure how to make those wires work. I don't know what's positive, negative, or I guess they would all be, because if this is the ground, I'll have to research that some more to find out where we send electricity to. And I may not even go with the heated seat. I guess I really don't care about that. I just want to get all of these buttons to work. Okay, here's what I found to take off this side of the seat to get to all the controls. So apparently this seat has been stored outside. To get this lever off of this seat, there is that clip. Now they make these clip tools that I've used for a lot of years, getting doorknobs, the crank handles off. It would not fit underneath there to where I could get at it, so I just ended up popping it off sideways, sliding this up, popping that off. Okay, so it's been sitting outside, rust, mud, and here's what the switch looks like, all of the corrosion. So I'm gonna have to replace this to get it to work. And normally when I'm cleaning, working on connections, I use this QD electronic cleaner, but this thing's a mess. So I'll have to replace this module, switch module on the driver's side seat, plug that back in. Hopefully we'll be good to go on that. I may try to figure out these wires here as far as electricity to the seat, which I don't understand how electric seats work. Like I said, this is going to the back, and so you've got your ground wire, but then you've got three wires that will do something. I guess I'll look online and see what that's all about. So anyway, I'm going to go get another one of these electric switches for this driver's side seat and continue this project on another day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging in there and on this new upgraded seat project.